This bag right here and the contents that's inside can save you and your family's life in the event of a natural disaster, the grid going down, you know, a power outage, anything. Let's talk about what's in this bag and why you need one. What is going on, fam? Dre over here at Set Apart Gardens, where we teaching beginners how to get back to the land. So if you're a beginner, this is the place you need to be. Today, I want to talk about what is called a bug out bag. And basically what a bug out bag is a bag with essentials that will be able to sustain you, your family, whoever has one, for the next couple of days. You know, the rule is 72 hours, but you want to pack as much things in here that can keep you sustained for a long amount of time, you know, whether it's 3 days, 5 days, or whatever. So let's talk about what a bug out bag is and why you need one. All right, now here's the thing, right? See, I'm not this person that tries to rile up people and get people in fear. I just want to ring the alarm so you can be prepared no matter what happens. Because, see, just because some people saying, well, the sky is falling, you know, this is happening, that's happening, collapse, all this, calamity. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is real life things can happen. Outside of even just the economics and political climate, you have natural disasters that choose to hit randomly. Hurricanes, tornadoes, you know, certain power outages, and just anything that can happen out of nowhere. So it's always good to be prepared, right? And I feel like every family should have what you call a bug out bag with essentials for each person in the family, not just one for the whole family. No, one for each person in the family. That way each person in the family will be all right and will be okay if something unexpected was to happen that was unfortunate. See, my whole thing is this: if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? And the thing is, don't be scared, be prepared. You know what I mean? So I'm a chess player. I like to move strategically. And in life, I feel like we have to move strategically when it comes to just navigating this world. Even if it comes to how you provide for your family, all the way up into how will you provide the basic necessities outside of just money for your family? How will you survive in a scenario to where you're left to fend for yourself? You have to think about all of these things. What skills do I have? You have to ask yourself all of these questions. So in the event when you are faced with something real, you will already be prepared and already have gone through scenarios in your mind, and you will already have some sort of basic understanding or training, you know, to combat that situation and to get through that situation. And the last thing I'm gonna say before I get into the contents of this bag and what I suggest you have in it, understand a bug out bag like this is for temporary solutions only. This is not meant to sustain you long term. It's meant to sustain you if you got to get up and go real quick. So don't think of this as a long-term solution. You need to prepare and store other things outside of just your bug out bag to make sure you will have longevity. So I just want to get that disclaimer out. All right, so let's get into it. First things first, this is a Gerber tool, right? Now let me show you this Gerber tool. This Gerber tool, it has many different functions. It has pliers on here. You have a knife. You got a nail file, you got a bottle opener, you have a saw, you know, a little saw right here, cut down little branches and twigs. You also have a Phillips head screwdriver, and you got this little knife right here. So it's a multi-purpose tool. You can use it just in case you need to build something out real quick. You need to use the pliers for something real quick. You may be fishing, trying to get a hook out of the fish mouth, something like that. But you can use this for multiple things, even, you know, self-protection. It has a little knife on here. You know, you can get it out real quick and, you know what I'm saying, do your business, handle your business or whatnot. I mean, if all else fails and you ain't able to get the tools out when you need to protect yourself, this thing is heavy and it's solid. Just chunk it at the person's head. I'm just playing. But no, for real, if you got to do it, do what you got to do. All right, so this is the first thing, right? The second thing is a flashlight. Have you a nice flashlight? I'm going to be investing in solar powered flashlights because I don't want to have to depend on batteries, but do what you got to do. If you got to get battery powered flashlights, get that and stock up on some batteries, but get you a flashlight so you can navigate in the dark. All right, so the next thing is a ferro rod, right? I know a lot of people looking at that like, what is this? What's a ferro rod? Basically, a ferro rod is a unlimited match. So all you do is you basically scrape this thing along the rod and it'll produce, it'll produce sparks. And so you'll be able to start fires. because you have a few basic necessities. You have food, water, shelter, right? And I'm going to get into some of the water and shelter and different things like that as well, what you need to have in your bug out bag for that. But let's deal with fire, right? Because fire is how you're going to cook your food, how you're going to stay warm out of the elements and different things like that. So you need this right here. You can store matches, don't get me wrong. You can have matches and lighters, but if those fail, you can always have a ferro rod. Learn how to kindle some little brush together and get those sparks, and learn how to start a fire with a ferro rod. This is a very underrated, not widely known tool that everybody must have. All right, so the next thing is a first aid kit. Each bug out bag should be equipped with the first aid kit that has band-aids in it, that has things for if you burn yourself, you cut yourself, you get insect bites, you know what I'm saying? You got band-aids in here, you got antibacterial ointments and everything in between, even Tylenol. So keep you a first aid kit, learn first aid skills, but this should be in your bug out bag. All right, so remember I was talking about your 3 basic necessities: food, water, and shelter. All right, here's where water comes into play. This right here is what you call a life straw. So this straw is equipped with a filtration system that you can go up to any fresh water source and you can drink through this straw, and it'll filtrate all the bad, filter all the bad stuff out. And so you can use this in the event of a survival scenario, so you can have water to drink. Because unless you have, a water filter where you filter water through and then you boil it, you're gonna need this life straw if you don't have that, right? But this is just something quick and easy. You can get off Amazon, throw it in your bug out bag, and not have to worry about it. All right, here is another thing that you should have in your bug out bag. These are water purification tablets, right? So this will help you purify water that you may filter and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? That you think is clean and you're not sure, you can drop these in it. But just have these on standby just in case. Water purification tablets. All right, so this is the last thing I have in my bug out bag, but there are other things that I'm going to talk about that you should have in your bug out bag that I have to add to mine. But this is an MRE. This is a shelf-stable, long-lasting, high-calorie meal right here. That it can last up to 10 years, maybe 20 years. You know what I'm saying? MREs can last a long time as long as you store them right. But some sort of shelf-stable food. It doesn't have to be an MRE. It could be freeze-dried foods. It could be pemmican. Pemmican is basically, it's a high-calorie food that's made out of like beef tallow, beef jerky, berries, and oils, a lot of different things like that, and they mix it all together, and it's a high calorie, basically it comes in a bar shaped form, but it's high calorie and it'll get you through. But you can do things like that, trail mix, but make sure you have something that's shelf stable that will last a long time, but also provides you with enough calories to get you through the day. So you should probably have at least 3 of these to last you for 3 days. And the thing about MREs is they don't just come with the main entree, they also come with, different things as far as the sides and little snacks they throw in here, coffee, gum, all type of stuff. So you can really make one of these stretch the whole day, but have this in there as well. All right, so here are some more things that you need to have in your bug out bag. Tarps. You need to have a tarp in your bug out bag because the tarp will provide you shelter, either a tarp or a tent. You know what I'm saying? But a tent may be too big for this, but at the very least have a tarp to the point to where, like, let's say you're out in the woods, or let's just say you're out in the elements, you can put something up to keep you out of the rain, you know what I'm saying, to keep you from getting wet and all that type of stuff. So have you a tarp in your bug out bag. Another thing, have a fishing pole in a little small tackle box too, in your bug out bag, just in case you come across a water source or a body of water, you can go in and fish that, get you some extra food outside of the food that you already packed inside your bug out bag. Another thing too, have a power bank. Go and buy you a power bank. That way you could charge up your phones and stuff. That way you can still kind of get service, kind of navigate, and you could charge things up. Also, make sure you have a compass, because let's say you're just trying to find, where you're at, what area you're at, you're in an unfamiliar territory, unfamiliar place. At least if you have a compass, you'll know which direction you're walking in, north, south, east, west. Learn land navigation, basically how to navigate the terrain with just a map and a compass. And the last thing you should have in your bug out bag or on your person is something to personally protect yourself, right? Whether that be a pew-pew, I'm a Second Amendment advocate, a pocket knife, a bow and arrow, but some sort of a machete, some sort of weapon that you can use to protect yourself, that you could potentially use to hunt as well. Have that in your bug out bag or on your person. But this is just a very, very basic beginner friendly list as far as what to have in a bug out bag. Now, I know there are guys out there who got a lot of more extensive things in their bug out bag, but my goal is to teach the beginners and show people on a basic level how to be prepared, how to get back to the land, how to grow food, just on the basic level. Then when you finally learn it, and get introduced to it, then you can always expand your knowledge and all that type of stuff. But I actually have a list of all of these things, and then a little bit more things that you could add to your bug out bag as well. It's in my Amazon storefront. I will actually leave a link. It's a collection with everything you need in it, even the backpack. You know what I'm saying? And everything, I took the time to make sure everything was affordable for beginners, and I didn't put too much things in there, just the essentials that you will need. So go and check that out. I'll leave a link down below. But when it comes to preparedness, when it comes to teaching a lot of these skills like land navigation, like filtration of water, all this stuff, we talk about all this stuff in my tribe, in my set apart community, in the school platform. As a matter of fact, this upcoming Tuesday, we'll be talking about a lot of this stuff, but we'll be focusing on water filtration and just securing our water source. So if you want to be a part of that Zoom call, because it's going to be on a Zoom call where everybody will be able to talk and add and give their input. But if you want to be on that, consider joining my tribe, man. It's only $15 a month. But with that $15, you get all this knowledge. We got courses in there. Anytime we're doing a workshop out here on the land where we're processing animals or gardening or whatever, all that will be live streamed into the tribe. You know what I mean? But it's also a community of like-minded people that are getting back to the land, growing food. Matter of fact, shout out to my Victory Garden gang. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Mia, Isaac, Sheila. Shout out to everybody that is in my set apart tribe that is a part of the Victory Garden gang, where we're taking back our power and we're growing our own food and producing our own vegetables and everything like that. But consider joining that. I'll leave those links down below. But here's the thing. Every household needs a bug out bag for every person in the family. It is not optional. Again, this is not to scare you, because again, I ain't said the sky was falling that one time in this video. You feel me? All I said was, hey, you always need to be prepared just in case, because it don't always have to be the extreme. It could be a tornado come through and knock the power lines down and you out of power. It could be a hurricane come through, like we got Hurricane Helene a few years ago, and we were out of power for a week. You know what I mean? And so the fact that I had some of these skills, I was able, to make sure my family was secure. But again, I just want to bring this to your attention. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you have a bug out bag and I didn't cover some things that you may have in your bug out bag that you feel is essential, drop it down in the comment section below. But with that, man, y'all know what I always like to say. If you give somebody the power to feed you, you give them the power to starve you. See y'all on the next video.
Bombs over Baghdad really ain't that bad. Little wiretap, yes, yes. Little dodge in the IRS. Little haven from the tax man.